Hello! Brilliant news! The Rise update is already out and we've been digging into it to find all the new important information for you guys. The reveal was awesome, the new monsters, the new equipment, the hunter rank cap is unlocked, and there's lots of important secrets to uncover too. Speaking of which, those Apex monsters are now part of normal hunting. This is something I was talking about recently on the channel when it came to that difficulty discussion in Rise, but I genuinely didn't expect to see Apex monsters be a normal hunt. After all, some of these monsters have insane AoE attacks with crazy range because, well, they needed them to destroy the Rampage defenses. I wasn't sure if it would work in a regular hunt, but as it turns out, yeah, it does. It's just very, very punishing. I've already landed parries and been hit anyway by the follow-up shockwave after that original attack, so you've got to watch out for stuff like that. Here's some important details you should know about Apex monsters though, since they follow their own rules. For example, I can't trap Arzuros here, and therefore I also couldn't capture him. Not only does that mean that these are kill-only hunts, but it's also added difficulty because we can't use traps to stun the monster and get some damage out. And also, very importantly, it seems like they're unrideable too. You see, after I'd done what seemed to be more than enough special damage, I didn't get a mount, and this happened multiple times. The monster just staggers for a moment as if going into ride mode, but then just recovers instead like a mini stun. I also have good and bad news in regards to Apex monsters in general. Firstly, Apex monsters do not have unique equipment. You'll get the same parts as before when killing them in the Rampage. I didn't get any extra materials either, just regular Arzuros parts, but with the rarer Apex parts as well. Nicely, Apex parts will meld pretty well for talismans, so that's one reason to take these new, more challenging fights on. But on top of that, and really importantly, Apex monsters will serve as a way to get those new Lazurite jewels that you need for the new decorations in this update. I was able to get a whopping 4 from just one Apex Arzuros hunt, which is really good because I need 5 of them for the new weakness exploit decorations, as one example. Oh, and I also got 2 silver eggs for completing the quest, which is 20k Zenny. So yeah, these Apex monsters are well worth fighting for these rewards. Now then, that's just some important information about Apex monsters in general. What about our first fight that we unlock at Hunter Rank 8, which is Apex Arzuros himself? Off the bat, these are way more challenging versions of the original monster. While they do serve in a way as deviant versions of monsters in Rise, they are still pretty unique fights. The raw strength of these versions, as I said before, are crazy. We can't trap them and capture them, and when I triggered the right damage for a Wyvern Ride, I also couldn't Wyvern Ride. The damage you can take here is serious too. Just one hit could land me in a combo and possibly the cart, and in this footage, I was using the new fully upgraded armor for maximum defense, and it's still hitting me like a truck. This version of Arzuros is great though. It's a bit bigger and certainly a lot scarier because we've got new moves to deal with. The pace of the attacks is faster, the combos are going to come out quicker, but importantly, I'm seeing him cancel out of combos at will if you're out of range, and he can close range on you with incredible speed. The raw movement he has on combos and attacks is scary, but obviously he has that huge leap where he does the butt bounce, which was used to crush your Rampage defenses and is now a dangerous gap closer. It's a big shockwave to dodge, let alone the bear himself. In multiple ways, you're going to see Apex Arzuros rip out chunks of the ground where he's creating shockwaves or two-pronged attacks, which I mentioned earlier. I'd parry the first part of the attack, and then the shockwave would hit me out the parry. It was brutal. And where other monsters might stagger on a successful parry, this guy just keeps going, which made him feel really unpredictable. If you do get caught by, say, the uppercut, you'll be launched into the air and comboed mid-air for huge damage, so it's probably a good idea to make sure you always have a wire bug handy for a wire fall out of a situation like that. And it'll also yeet massive rocks at you regularly if you do step away from him. I think one of the scariest attacks is that double swipe charge forward, since he can cancel out of what he's doing, and if you're out of range, he'll just suddenly be on you with that. We can stop him though. With constant damage and staggers and stuns, we can still knock Apex monsters down, and overall, I think I've really enjoyed this fight. It just feels good to be able to fight Apex monsters in real hunts, and like I said, I just didn't expect them to do this, since I thought they were going to be tied to the Rampage, and that was just how it was. I think this is a really good way to do deviants, and I'm looking forward to fighting the bigger and badder ones ones if just Arzuros can keep me on my toes like this. But that's everything from my first impressions of the Apex hunts and Arzuros. We got more news and breakdowns coming at you from all three of us on the channel as soon as we can. But enjoy the update, guys. I think this is exactly what we needed to see in Rise. Until next time, I've been Hollow, you've been you, and thanks for watching.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.